On the podcast recently, I had this guy named Vasil Azaroff, and at the end of it, he invited me out to New York to come to his growth marketing conference. So that's what we're up to today. It was a quick 40-minute subway ride. Now I'm in Borough Hall. Look at this view. But around the corner is the hotel I'm going to.
New York Marriott, Brooklyn Bridge.
So one of my biggest pieces of advice for going to conferences is to only go to conferences where your target market's going to be. And since I was invited to this one basically for free, my target market's not here. This is the growth marketing conference. So a lot of these people that I'm meeting are in software as a service, which is cool. But Experiment 27 only markets to digital agencies. So I'm still on the lookout for digital agencies. Otherwise, there's a couple talks I want to see. Derek Halpern is speaking in a little bit. And then I've got some friends, one of which owns an agency that's sponsoring this conference that I want to see. So this is the breakfast area of the conference. It's like the hallway.
Welcome everyone. Thank you so much for being here. First growth marketing conference in New York. Let's give it a round of applause.
People believe they need to fight for them, meaning they'll fight against their competition, they'll send out spammy emails to people. I get emails like this all the time. They're like, hey, I hope this email finds you well. I wanted to reach out because I noticed you use this other product. Now I want you to use my product instead. This is how a lot of software companies, for some reason, try to acquire new customers. They basically spam people who are using competitor products and they try to fight against them. And they'll say, like, we have this new and improved feature. But the main focus these people are doing is they're focusing on the switch. For some reason, right now, a lot of people who are trying to acquire new customers for their business, whether it's a SaaS company, a consulting company, they're often finding people who are already paying other people to do the same service, and they're trying to persuade these people to switch. It makes sense why they would do that, because if you could get the switch, you know, they're already spending money on it. I get it. There's this whole myth around your ideal customer, because there's no such thing as one ideal customer for your business. In fact, you might have one ideal customer, but you might have another ideal customer, and another one. And all these people want what you sell for a different reason. So if you're a headphone company, you might be selling headphones to gamers because they want to play games. You might be selling headphones to people who are exercising. You might be selling headphones to people who want to meditate. If you want to acquire more customers, you need to figure out the reason why people want what you sell. It's not just about your one ideal customer. It's about knowing each different type of customer. And when you know each different type of customer, that gives you the ability to approach growth in a more systematic way, looking for specific groups of people. And that's how we managed to grow Social Triggers from 0 to about 250,000 subscribers.
Derek said some really interesting stuff about segmenting customers after the talk. At the end of the talk, somebody raised their hand and asked a question from IBM, and you could see him switch into like corporate selling mode. He was trying to pitch, but the question she had was around getting the sales team to accept MQLs, so marketing qualified leads, right? You go through the process of generating leads through pay-per-click campaigns, and then the sales team doesn't accept the lead because the lead isn't high enough quality. And Derek's answer to that was getting the lead to opt into multiple ebooks before having the sales team contact them. But it is actually a huge problem, especially at growing companies. How do you get the sales team to actually try on the marketing qualified leads? It's something we're dealing with a lot at Experiment 27 because most of our leads are coming from cold email. And one of the problems I've had is you guys will send me a lot of emails and stuff, and we've had a lot of clients from this YouTube channel, but then there's also a bunch of emails that are just questions and that sort of stuff. And also for our clients, when we run pay-per-click campaigns, we've had the same complaint, right? Like, these clients aren't qualified enough, not worth the salespeople's time. We're gonna make them MQLs instead of SQLs, marketing qualified lead instead of sales qualified lead. And it's interesting to hear that even companies as big as IBM are dealing with that issue.
The only reason to give a fucking talk is to change the world. When I talk about changing the world, I think that it's a little bit of a skewed definition that our interpretation today is fairly skewed because we think changing the world means changing every single human's life. Like if it doesn't have scale, if I don't change 5 billion people's lives, my life had no purpose. Bullshit. All I need to do is change one person's life here. All I need to do is make one of you do something you wouldn't have done if I hadn't talked, and this was worth it to me.
I'm gonna end the vlog here for today. I really just wanted to show you guys that Derek Halpern talk. I'm gonna network around a little bit. Otherwise, if you like this video, feel free to give it a like on YouTube to encourage more vlogs and this type of content. Subscribe for more B2B sales training. And if you need marketing support for your digital agency, check out experiment27.com. I'm Alex Berman. Thanks.